Rob here from A Minor Error. Have a product review for you. It's a Focusrite Saffire range Pro 14 audio card, audio interface. We use this with our band laptop, both with our cover exploits and with our original band stuff, with the A Minor Error stuff. We use this to get all of our tracks out of the computer and into the PA, obviously. We don't have a bass player currently. Me and Pete have been dividing and conquering bass parts, and then our old bass player, Tyler, we all have his bass tracks from our album, so when we gig live with A Minor Error stuff, and actually with Hi-Fi, we don't have a bass player in Hi-Fi either. We kind of cheat and we just use bass tracks. It's not ideal, but that's what we're doing right now. Hopefully, eventually, if you happen to be a bass player watching this and you dig what we do and you live in the greater Philadelphia area, please hit us up. We'd love to have you audition and maybe join our crazy band. So this card, why did I pick this one over something else? Most importantly, to start with, is because of the output section in the back. There's plenty of outputs that are on this. With our Hi-Fi stuff, especially the cover band thing, we use all four, and for AME we use 3 of the 4. So I need outputs. Why do we have to do it that way? So that I can send the sound engineer dedicated feeds of each instrument on its own. So we've got the bass, keyboards in Hi-Fi, tracks, and in-ear, I'm trying to think of the other thing, an in-ear line for Dave. So he has a click, Dave has a click in his ear. So with those many outputs on the back, that gives me the flexibility to send that particular thing in the routing. I use the Saffire mix control software that's free that comes along with it. So Dave has a dedicated mix in his ear as well. Eventually we'll all end up with in-ears and it'll be the same thing. We'll have a dedicated mix. And what I mean by that is I can adjust the levels independent for each mix. So if he wants more of the bass tracks, or maybe eventually when we all have in-ears, if Bob needs more of the keyboard tracks, excuse me, I can do that. I can adjust it independent for each person's mix, which is really cool. The other reason that I picked this particular one, the Saffire preamps that come along with it, these are pretty freaking good. They don't color your sound, which might be something that you're really looking for in a studio setting. Sometimes you need that mojo, that je ne sais quoi, to make your track sound better. But these are just pretty clear. They're really just quiet, and they're clear, and they really let whatever microphone that you're using, if you're using a good quality mic, shine. It just kind of gets out of the way. I'd love to have a fancier preamp, or you would probably love to have a fancier, better quality preamp, but for the money, with 2 inputs, they're a combo input, so it's a Neutrik combo jacks, so XLR and also 1/4 inch. I own many Focusrite products. We use a Pro 40 and a Pro 56, the big guy, with the liquid pre's at our rehearsal space. And I'll try to turn it over here to the computer. I've also got the Pro 24 hooked up to my computer. I picked up the Pro 24 just because it has metering on the front, and since I do a lot of the tracking of my guitars and bass right here, it's nice to have metering up front, so I don't have to change computer screens. I can just double check that I'm not clipping on the fly while I'm tracking. So, really love this device. It's been solid. We gig a lot with doing the cover band thing, especially obviously with original bands. We're not touring yet, so we don't gig a ton, and you don't want to oversaturate your market. So a little piece of advice for a band. You want your gigs, your original gigs, to be important. Your cover band exploits are probably for just sheer money, so you want to gig like crazy. So at any rate, it's been a roadworthy device. It's lasted the longest of any audio card that I've had. We had what do we have before? A couple of them broke. I had an M Audio one that broke, and then switched to a Scarlett Focusrite, and that one broke. So this one's been a tank. This one's been great. It's been reliable. It's also great to have an extra audio card laying around. Pete actually has been taking this one and tracking his guitars with this card. We do the reamping thing, so we go in dry, and then we do our editing, and then we reamp our guitars so that we can get the tone just right, which is a cool little studio trick if you're not familiar with that. So, the Saffire Pro 14 has no metering on it. You know, you're just your basic sort of controls, phantom power, headphone monitoring, two what are these guys? Saffire preamps, and then on the output you've got kind of line outputs for monitoring. We lost like a washer on it along the way. That's kind of funny. And then a dedicated group of 4 other outputs. So it technically has the ability to output 6 different outputs, which I freaking love. I think that's great. Also has MIDI in and out, and it does the SPDIF thing as well. So it is expandable. You could rig it up to 2 more inputs, which is cool. It is bus powered Firewire, which is great. You don't have to bother. It does have a place where you could power it with 12 volts, but it bus power, so you really don't need to do that. So this is one of our many Focusrite products. I'm going to review the Pro 40 and the Pro 56, which are at our studio, and that's where I track our drums. We use those for rehearsal and everything. Those have been very reliable and fantastic. So I'll give you guys a review of that, and a sound demo coming very soon of our 2 different Bluebird mics. Going to track some trumpet and some guitar, maybe a little vocals, let you hear what these pre's really sound like. So thank you for watching. If you like the video, please hit like, obviously, and subscribe if you want to see more content or want to be harassed when we post more content. We've got loads of stuff on the way, more reviews, other stupid stuff, us sitting around talking about a bunch of crap you probably won't care about, and obviously original music is all on our channel as well. And lessons, that's right. So thank you for watching. Bye.